over 10 years ago, I had a situation in my family where my older sister was going through like a mental health crisis, and she had suicidal ideations. And I remember basically coming back from men's prayer meeting at night, and I came home to find my sister in the bathroom trying to take an overdose. And she successfully took the overdose, but I caught her in the act. And fortunately, because of that, I was able to get her to come to the hospital with me quickly enough. Essentially, I kind of obviously was in a bit of shock. Naturally, I called the ambulance. My mum was obviously kind of stressed out by the situation, so she didn't come with me, but I took my sister to the hospital. We managed to get her belly pumped. She was having like a nervous breakdown, but it was so mad because the way it happened was like, I came from prayer meeting. It's almost like God prepared me for what I was about to come up against, and I was able to respond in a relatively calm manner given the circumstances. And she was in a bad state for quite a while. She had to get put into an institution for a while. She was on medication. I was visiting her every week, bringing her food with my uncle, and she recovered. It took a while. It took like nearly 10 years for my sister to actually recover to a place where she's actually able to live. Like, she's got 2 children now. At one point, they thought that she would never really be herself again, but God said otherwise. And through that situation, I learned perseverance, I learned resilience, I learned how to stand with my sibling, going through something that is taboo, and obviously society looked at, like, raw, mental health was kind of frowned upon, especially in the Black community. It wasn't something that we spoke about at length. So, yeah, that was a testimony for me, man, where God really kind of showed up for us. She's still alive, she's still here, and she's in her right mind. So, yeah, God carried us through that season, man. I'll probably say Psalm 3:3. For thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head. Because, when you have a family member going through mental health, especially when it comes to that level where they want to take their own life, it can be very emotionally taxing. Especially when it's your sister, like your brother, or someone that you share the womb with. It's very emotionally taxing. So I had to rely on God and my loved ones a lot in that time, because even though it wasn't me going through it, I was going through it with her. Do you know what I mean? So I will definitely say that the word of God definitely was something that I had to really digest on a daily basis, to keep my mind in the right place. I would say, don't isolate yourself. That's just a given. I think isolation is dangerous for anybody, especially men, because of the pressure that we have on ourselves, that we put on ourselves, that society puts on us. I think you need to have, even if it's only a handful or one other good person in your life that you can be accountable to, that you can speak to, you need to have other men, other people that care about you, whether they're the same age as you or not. Just have someone that you can see as a confidant, because when you're kind of isolated and ruminating and swimming in your own mind, it can only go lower and lower and devolve. You're not going to kind of rise up because you're in your own mind, you're by yourself. There's no one supporting you, there's no support system. So just don't isolate yourself. Open up to someone that you can trust, someone that you have rapport with. Find someone, whether it's a family member or a friend or a mentor, someone that you can share and be vulnerable with. That way you'll be able to kind of find your way through that rough season.